Hi, sorry I'm out today. I've been sick this weekend and I don't think I'm ready to come back yet. I hopefully will be there tomorrow. Um, this is our beginning of our unit for Andrew Jackson. This is a very short, we had to have 2 targets this unit, so this target is pretty short, will only take us 3 or 4 days. We're going to talk about the elections of 1824 and 1825. The target we have for this one, we're analyzing the context and drawing conclusions about the issues and debates associated with Jacksonian democracy. We're specifically going to look at how and why did Andrew Jackson want to change the role of ordinary people in government. So we're going to talk about who got to vote, who got to be part of government, and how did that change, and why did he want to change it. To start with, we start with looking at the election of 1824 and the election of 1828. So there's 2 vocabulary words. In a little bit you're going to get your paper and you'll want to write these down. The first word is majority. A number that is more than half of the total is a majority. So think of the word majority to yourself. What's the word? In the picture, the majority of people are not holding signs. So as you can see, we have far less than half of the people not holding signs. Far less than half of the people are holding signs, which means more than half are not holding signs. The next word is plurality. Plurality. So when you're talking about grammar, you have a plural noun, more than one, right? Plurality is the word when a person wins the plurality of votes, they get more votes than any other candidate or party, but they still have less than half of the total number of votes. A plurality happens most often when there are more than two candidates. So here, if this is a vote on how people wanted to spend their free time, maybe we have 3 different options. We can spend time with friends, we can spend time folding laundry, doing laundry, or we can spend time on a phone. So there were 4 votes for spending time with friends, 2 votes for doing laundry, and 5 votes for spending time on the phone. Now, since that's a total of, 9, 10, 11 votes, 5 is still less than half, but it is the plurality because it is the most votes. So let's look at this election of 1824. Here's the results. I know, kind of spoiler here. Who do you think won this election? Take a moment to look at it. And now, did anyone have the majority? And who had the plurality? So did anyone have the majority? And who had the plurality? I will have you answer those questions. And then we have the presidential elections. So the people chose the president with their votes, right? Oh, wait. Let me try that again. So we had the presidential election of 1824. It wasn't clear quite who won the majority. There was a plurality, but nobody had the majority exactly. So we have this idea that people choose the president with their votes. Yeah? But how do we always end up with a majority to get the president to win every election? And the way we do that is with the Electoral College. 1824, John Quincy Adams was the one who won. Wait a minute. He didn't have the plurality or the majority. So how on earth did that happen? That's going to be what you get to read about. There's something called the Electoral College. And if that doesn't come up with an answer, then the House of Representatives gets to decide. So, they called this the corrupt bargain. And Andrew Jackson, yeah, he really would have said this, only he wouldn't have bleeped out that word. How in the world did that happen? Yeah. So, the Electoral College, you need to understand this. I will actually include this as a link in your video rather than you watching it here. Okay, I'll give you a link for that one separately. When you have finished watching that, you're going to be reading and taking notes on pages 370 to 371. Fill in those notes, and if you have time, go ahead and go on to page 372 through 373 notes. So you should have the first 2 vocabulary words done, and then the rest of this first page. That would be today's. Hopefully, if you can get the rest of it done, then we'll just be able to move a little faster the next few days. All right. Have a good time. If you have any questions or need any help, feel free to email me. I will probably be checking email pretty well. Bye, guys.